Welcome to 909 Sorolla. This property is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath at around 1,700 square feet, and we currently have it listed at $950,000. The cool thing about this property is that it was built in 1927, so it's an old Spanish Mediterranean home, so it still has that Coral Gables charm that a lot of people come to know about it, but the inside of this property was completely renovated. I also like to point out that the location of this property, superb. You're next to the golf course, you're next to Miracle Mile, you're next to Biltmore, and you're next to a lot of places of interest that a lot of people come to know and love about Coral Gables. So in today's property tour, it's gonna be a little different. I'm of course gonna show you the property, but I do wanna point out what you can actually buy this property for and what the mortgage would be, and compare that next to what you would actually rent this property for, or a similar size looking property in the Gables area. And the reason why I wanna do this is I wanna show the difference between renting and buying and see what fits you best. But before we get into all the details, the numbers, and all that good stuff, let's get started with the property tour, see what you get for either renting or buying, and then we'll talk about and recap all those numbers. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. Okay, let's talk numbers. Look, I'm even gonna put on my glasses so that you can see how serious I'm about to take this. Let's start with what this property would cost you to rent. Since it's only been on the market for purchase, we have to look at similar style properties that have recently been rented in the area to determine a rental value. What we are looking for here are essentially 3 to 4 bedrooms that are similar in terms of square footage for both the interior of the property as well as the lot size. Not to mention, they need to somewhat be updated and they must include a pool. So when you factor all that in, you're left with 3 options, of which the lowest rented for $5,000 and the other 2 rented for $5,500 per month. Using the average of these 3 properties that I found, we get a rental value of around $5,300 a month, which we can safely assume is what this property would rent for. So keep that price in mind. Now, let's talk about the monthly mortgage payment for this same property. But before we do, I just want to preface that I'm by no means a lender or a mortgage broker. And although I've helped hundreds of my clients in the past in my real estate career, and I've otherwise have gone through this process countless times over, I would still recommend you discuss home loans and mortgages with a specialist, i.e. a bank, before you take anything that I'm about to say as the law of the land, because of course, each person's circumstances are different. Also, keep in mind that depending on the time that you're watching this video, the interest rates may have changed, which of course, as you know, has a huge impact on the numbers I'm about to give you. Okay, now that I've clarified that point, let's begin. Using a mortgage calculator you can find online, you can plug in the sales price of this property of $950,000. And assuming you put a 25% down payment, your loan is going to be $712,500. And at the time of making this video, the current interest rate stands at 2.93%. So when you plug all of that in, your total monthly payment, which includes your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your insurance, is $4,613. So to recap, if you wanted to rent this property or a similar property like this one in the Coral Gables area, then you're looking at spending around $5,300 per month. That same property, however, would only cost you $4,600 a month if you were looking to purchase it. That gives you a grand total annual savings of $8,400 per year, which is about 2 months worth of free rent. This has been a reoccurring theme when it comes to purchasing homes down here in South Florida, and all the reason as to why the buying competition is so fierce out there.
So there you have it, guys. I hope this video helps to clarify whether you should buy or whether you should rent in your real estate journey. And if this is a video that you'd like to see more of, or this concept at the very least, then let me know in the comment section below by telling me that the renting versus mortgage videos are something that I should do in the future, and I'd really take that into consideration in my future videos. Anyways, guys, thank you so much if you stayed this far. I appreciate your love and your support. And as always, guys, I will see you all next week.